Konnichiwa, I'm the Manga Man, and welcome to the anime of 2013. Now, as some of you may know, I'm doing a little bit something different this year to the anime of the new year. Instead of my usual 5 anime that I take a look at in January, instead I'm only going to be looking at 3 anime that come out in January. But I'm feeling a little bit generous to all of you, so I will be looking at 3 of the best, the worst, and the wild card anime. So, let's get started with the wild cards, the unexpected hits or flops, or just oddities that came out in January. At number 3 on the wild card list is Tomako Market. After I released my summary video of the anime to come out in 2013, so many people voted on this anime to be the worst thing to come out this year. And I was honestly surprised with other possible worst anime, they chose Tomako Market as the worst one. So I checked it out, and I'm still perplexed as to why this is the worst anime to come out this year. Which is the reason why I'm putting it as the first wildcard anime. But what is this Tomako Market about, you ask? Well, Tomako Market can be placed under the slice of life genre of anime, and the anime follows the daily life of Tomako and the rest of the residents in the market. She lives and works in her family's mochi shop, and, well, I've gotta say, it was pretty neat to see how the traditional Japanese dessert treat was made nowadays. One day, Tomako discovers a parrot-type bird in a flower shop who has an unusual ability to, speak fluent Japanese. After proclaiming his name proudly, Dara announces that he is on a quest to find a bride for his prince, who lives in a magical kingdom. Well, that certainly was a curveball to this slice-of-life story. So, this anime on the surface seems pretty alright, and I would even want to say a little bit intriguing. So why all the hate, guys? I can't speak for everyone, but I can come up with some possible reasons. This is a pretty cutesy anime, and that can turn off some people, though I didn't really find it that unbearable, personally. And if it's only crime as being too cute, well, there are a lot worse things it could be. Trust me, you'll see when we get to the bad list. Another reason could be maybe people felt the bird was too annoying. Again, I didn't find him annoying. In fact, I kinda liked him. He's voiced by Takumi Yamazaki, the voice of Haru Nijima from Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple, and I freaking love that guy! He just has a really distinct voice, and he does a great job playing the very flamboyant Dara.
私は勇所正しき王家の者である。私は王子の妃を探すため我が国を旅立った。旅の途中に何やら意識が遠のき、気がついた時にはお前が目の前に。そしてお前は私に向かって思いっきり求愛してきたであろう。
How could you not like this guy? So overall, if you're looking for a slice of life story with plenty of laughs and a little mystery behind it, check out Tomako Market, proving you can't judge an anime by its summary. At number 2 is Hakenden to Haken Imbun. This was one of those animes that really took me by surprise and blew away all my expectations of it. Looking at the summary, I didn't really think too much about it, but again, what I said about judging before. So, what is this anime about anyways? This is the story about 3 individuals who were the last survivors of a deadly plague. Coming out of this experience has changed them both physically and a bit mentally. Shino, our main character, finds that he has the ability to communicate with spirits, and has access to the powerful blade known as Murasame, which takes the form of a crow. It is this blade that has gotten the interest of several powerful groups, including the Imperial Church, and the trio is constantly on the run because of this. So, right off the bat, we've got a great story set up here, and the anime does a great job of holding the audience's interest. And it's so surprising to me, because going into this, and I know I was judging, but I just thought this was gonna be an average anime story with a little intersplicing of some homoerotic tensions going into it. And where I was definitely surprised with the story aspect, I wasn't so surprised with the other aspect. Yeah, there was no use trying to hide this. There is definitely some homoerotic tones to this anime, what with all the gorgeous men in this series. One of my gripes, though, is that this anime plays the same underage-looking character who is actually a lot older than he looks bullshit. The cheap and easy way to get away with implied pedophilia.
Oh, jackpot!
To get a proper idea of the level of bullshit that they put into the implied homo tones to this, there's this one scene in the second episode of the series where a girl talks about how Shino used to dress up as a girl back in her village. Why?
本当にお人形みたいで、私なんか足元にも及ばないくらい綺麗だったわ。
お人形みたいなお兄さん。
15になるまで女の子の格好をさせると丈夫な子に育つって慣習があったのよ。
How does dressing up a guy like a girl until they're 15 years old make them strong and healthy men later in life? Does it give them a better appreciation towards women? Does it teach them something about virtue and unlocking their own femininity? I mean, what is the logic behind that? Village custom or not? This has been a thing that's been happening in a lot of anime series, and for each series it differs as to the explanation as to why the guy dresses up like a girl. For some anime series, as the great Ed Wood said it himself,
I like to dress in women's clothing.
Though I love the fact how the guy waits a good 3 seconds before changing the subject. As if to say, man, these backwater hicks got some strange-ass customs. This got really awkward fast, I gotta change the subject, come on, think. So, I heard you were adopted. Whew, dodged a bullet with that one. And yes, it is there, and it is a little creepy, but it doesn't distract from the plot. So, if you're looking for a pretty solid story and don't mind a little implied homo, give Haken Den Toho Haken Imbu a try. And the #1 wildcard anime is Cuticle Detective Inaba. It should come as no surprise that this is the wildcard anime this year, and it's not hard to see why. This slapstick comedy is about private detective Hiroshi Inaba, an artificially created werewolf with a hair fetish. Yes, a hair fetish, and trust me, it's a lot less strange than the frickin' drool fetish, who runs a private detective agency with his 2 assistants, Straight Man Kei and the sadistic cross-dressing secretary Yuta. Huh. You know, I just noticed that there's a reoccurring theme in all these anime. All of them have transvestites. There's the flower shop owner in Tamako Market, Shino from the previous entry, and now Yuta here. With the help of the local police, they are after the nefarious Don Valentino. An evil goat. Now that's my kind of villain. Wait, Graph Goat? Wait, aren't you supposed...
it's just a fun little cameo and doesn't really pertain to the overall MangaMan's storyline. See you in Umineko!
What was that all about? The anime is pretty much about Don Valentino's and Inaba's constant struggle with each other, but the anime does a little bit more than just that, with also introducing a whole slew of colorful characters to the series. It also brings up a air of mystery in the fact that Inaba is searching for his long-lost brother. This anime has that very kind of zany humor that you find in series such as Gintama or Bobo 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 Bo. Not really taking itself too seriously, but at the same time, like Gintama, can also be badass in certain points. So if you're looking for a zany, comedic anime series, give Cuticle Detective Inaba a try. And that was my pick for the most wildcard anime to come out this year. Tune in next time, where next I'm gonna talk about the 3 worst anime to come out in January. But for now, I leave you with the ending theme song to Cuticle Detective Inaba, sung by the great Don Valentino.
途切れた消し印と癖のある文字届いたやめる祖国の匂い真っ赤なバラ一輪橋に咲いた便箋嬉しくて中身を読まずに食べた言葉なんかいらないであろういつだって心はお主のそばにある遠く離れていてもほらあの日の誓いを胸に宿して一番星に